Alan, thanks very much for joining me today. It's been a pretty impressive season. Talk us through what you've achieved in 2023.
Well, I started playing football with Vaughan Soccer Club. So with my age group, I was playing U17 football, and I think from there on, from now it's only been 10 months. Um, and I went from playing U17 with my age group, OPDL, to playing League 1 Simcoe with Simcoe County Rovers this year, and it's just been a great experience, a very great experience, and I'm blessed to even have that opportunity. And then from there, I had provincials with Team Ontario, U17, and uh, went back to the season with Simcoe, and then I got called up to play for Team Canada U17 to go to Brazil. So all I can do is thank the people who helped me get there, and obviously um, just be thankful for everything. And it's a lot to take in for just a few months before. Like, I wasn't even thinking about whether I would be playing League 1, or I was just thinking about, okay, I'm gonna be at Vaughan, play with my age group, and then next year maybe I'll go to university. But it was never, but I never thought about oh, I'm going to be playing Canadian Championship with Simcoe, or I'm going to be playing with my age group, Team Canada, or go to Brazil. Like, I never thought I'd get that opportunity. So all I can say is I'm blessed, for
Fantastic, and
sure.
we'll go through those in a little bit more detail. But on the whole, looking at now to the start of the year, on reflection, how much would you say you've developed as a footballer or soccer player, but also as a person, um, in that period of time?
I mean, I don't want to say when I was in Vaughan I was trash, but I obviously feel like I was a good player, but I didn't know how much I needed to do to get to that level. And if I'm comparing myself to before I went through League 1 or uh, Team Canada, um, there's a big difference, just in the way I play. In Vaughn, I might have, just been the one to have the ball at their feet and then try to dribble off the back. Now I know how to even play without running. Just the way I play is just way faster, and um, my mentality is way different, and I feel like I'm more stronger than I was before because I'm playing with older men and people that are experienced. So I feel like it's just a big difference in my game.
Good. So going into League 1 Ontario, did you have any like pre-expectations going in? Any anticipations, and did they live up to those thoughts, or were you kind of surprised by what you were faced?
Um, it was a little bit of both. I thought, well, before I came into League 1, like, I wasn't nervous. It was more like I'm ready for what's about to come, but I don't know what's going to come. I had a couple goals, to get a few assists, or at least score a goal, and just to help my team win League 1. That was the main focus. Um, and in my debut, I got an assist. So, you know, uh, after that, um, it was kind of like, I can do this, and obviously the games got more difficult. But I felt like every game I just kept getting better. And, that's what helped me develop. So, um, I think I dealt with the season well, and it was a very good season for me.
Excellent. So you've mentioned some positives there. What were the big learning points that perhaps you've taken that you'll take for the future?
Um, just I feel like just the consistency for me, like just being consistent and on top of everything. Because once you get into that professional level, um, there's a player behind you that wants to take your spot. They're on your team. You guys are friends, but realistically, you guys both want to contribute to the team somehow, and you can't do that if you're on the bench. So, you just have to prepare yourself for what's about to come. Be more consistent, be on top of your game, and um, just don't sleep. Just be ready. That's all I can say.
Well, I imagine that comes from having a title winning season as well, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
environment that it creates or it needs to create a team that's going to win championships. What was the environment like at the club during this impressive season?
It was really good. It was a professional environment. That's what I could tell you, and that's what prepared me for, you know, me being at TFC or me going to Team Canada. You know, just the whole training sessions. Zico, very good at helping us prepare for games. Helping us prepare before practice. We have Jason Beckford who got us ready for games, got us ready whenever. Um, those guys helped us, just be better people, and you have Julian, you have Dante, you have Bola, you have all these guys who helped us, the whole staff. And yeah, it was a very professional environment. It was a family, for sure. Dinners, most times after practice, you know, it was more than just a team, a League 1 team who won championship or whatever anybody wants to call it. It was a family that came together, and even though most of us just met, a few 10 months ago, we clicked instantly, and you know, that's what made me love this team and made me comfortable. So, yeah.
Excellent. How will that group continue to maintain its chemistry during what is now an off season, and a fairly long off season until April, and everyone will go out and do their own things? You've got school, I know, and so how will the group maintain that kind of the chemistry all the way up to Canadian champ in the new season?
I mean, everybody's still working, everybody's still training. We also have a group chat where we talk a lot. Everybody's very connected. It's not, the season's over and no one's talking. Everybody's talking. There's no difference in what we do, and I feel like that's what makes us great. We're a consistent team. We're consistent between each other, and I feel like we'll be ready when the time comes. For sure.
Excellent. And one of those things that you've already done during the off season was, as you mentioned, Canada U17s. How did that come about? Was it something that was always on your mind, or something that came out of the blue? What tell us about how that call up came about?
So I think, well, in Vaughan, when I played for Vaughan Soccer Club, and they made their decision for the first Canada U17 team. Um, I was kind of frustrated because what they only picked academy players. I never really thought I had the connections to do that, or whatnot. So when I went to League 1, I was being watched about by a lot of teams, a lot of people, and Canada was mentioned as one of those national teams that were watching me during the half of the season. I knew about it, but I didn't think much about it because it wasn't official. And I didn't let it get in the way of my game. I didn't um, think too much about it. I just wanted to finish my season, win League 1, and then when the the opportunities come, you know, I'll get them. And when the season started getting closer to finish, um, that's when I knew, I really have a shot at this and I really have a chance. And that's when I got that email and that call. And I was excited. I was happy. I was with my dad. I was going crazy. It's a really good feeling. And again, all I could say is I'm blessed for that opportunity. So.
Good. So what was that experience like then? Talk us through it.
It was really good. I enjoyed it. It's the best experience I've had so far. You know, um, I know most of the players on the Canadian team made a lot of friends. learned a little bit of French, but it was really good. The whole environment, the staff, they really take care of you. You know, it's not just about soccer when you're there. It's about everything you do. They help you, they take care of you, they wonder how you're feeling, wonder how you're doing, and just the soccer environment. It's just again, it's a family.
Was there anything in particular from the season and this year overall that you think really helped you at that on that international stage, and something that you thought, over those two games, this is excellent?
Playing with players who have the knowledge, and just listening to them, not being full of myself, being humble and listening to them and hearing them out, so I know what to do when I get on that big stage. And I feel like that's what really prepared me, the players around me, and obviously the hard work I put in. So yeah, I feel like the players, the staff, me, myself, my dad, who's always guided me through everything. That's what prepared me for the international stage. So
Good. So what are your plans now, and how are they going to lead on to creating or achieving your goals?
um, right now I'm training with TFC. So just preparing for um what everybody is talking about, Canadian Championship. I'm just excited about regrouping with my team again, and preparing for Canadian Championship. That's all I'm focused on, and next season, obviously. So I'm very excited.
Fantastic. While you're training as well, is there anything that you want to bring to next season, and anything that you want to change in your game that you think, yeah, this is my future, and this is my impact
Mhm.
I'm going to make in 2024?
Yeah, I feel like just the confidence in my game. Obviously, when I went to League 1, I feel like I was confident, but I wasn't as confident as I could be. Um, and just I just want to be more on 1v1 situations. I've always been uh, a very fast player, very explosive player, but I feel like once I get up there, last year I was very direct. This year I've been working on my skills on the ball, my control, my composure, you know, um, just being more composed on the ball, and being more ready, knowing what I'm going to do before I get the ball. Um, but obviously, uh, the goals I had last year, make them bigger, uh, have bigger goals to reach, and just be ready for just be even more ready for what's to come, because last year I didn't know what I was expecting. Now this year, played 1 year in League 1, I know what is to be expected of me, and what I need to do. So that's all I'm ready for this season.
Great. And before we wrap up, is there anything? What's the environment like at TFC? Obviously, you're going
Mhm.
into another professional environment. How's that step been? And have you relished it, I assume?
Yeah, TFC is a very good environment. The staff, the players. Grew up playing with some of the players. Um, Obviously, a lot of the players are on Team Canada. So TFC is a very good environment. It's nothing. It's nothing out of the ordinary, completely different from um, what I've what I've been with, because I know the players. But it's a very good environment, very professional. Also a family. Everybody knows everyone. Um, but I love being there. I love the experience. This is obviously my first time at TFC, but it's a very good experience. Very high quality players, and I just love being there. I love, especially to get the opportunity to be there in the off season. There's a lot of players who aren't able to, go with certain teams, and to be able to play with TFC is, to train with TFC is a blessing for sure.
Excellent. And to round off then, Obviously, after everything you've achieved this year, what would you say to your younger self, say
Mhm.
about 10 years ago? What would be your big advice you'd give to your younger self?
Um, really just never give up once something goes wrong. For me, uh obviously not being able to continue with Team Canada was, very frustrating, but you know, I also have to look at the positives and what to do when I get in that environment. It's easy to, you know, hate the decision that the staff has made or whatever, but what you have to do is you just have to focus on what you need to do better once you get into that environment. And you know, yeah, again, it was very frustrating to not move on, but I never gave up on myself, and I kept going and kept working hard, and that's what I'll continue to do. So yeah, that's the advice I would give to myself for sure. Um, keep going even when things get hard, and it'll only make you stronger.